Episode 42.
Sir.
It's the Super Bowl today, and I will not be watching because I don't give a fuck.
So I don't even keep up with sports. Who's in it?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers with 43-year-old Tom Brady, and then Kansas City with young Patrick Mahomes.
So, we'll get out to who do you think's going to win, and we can touch on it next time. I'm not into
honestly,
sports.
I don't know. I mean, I think Kansas City will probably win just because that offense is crazy.
Wait,
but
Brady's
Tampa Bay
in
has good
Florida?
defense, and Tom Brady's, he's not going to get rattled if they get, down by 14 or, 17 or 20 points or something. It's like, dude, I've been playing football for more than half my life. I think he'll be okay.
I thought Brady was up in the Northeast somewhere.
No, he left. This is his first season in Tampa Bay.
Okay, see, that shows how much I keep up with sports. Well, yeah, I know a lot of people are into that, but
don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I literally don't give a fuck.
It's not the Texans, and if you're wearing a fucking Dallas Cowboys jersey today, then fuck yourself.
God damn, thanks for letting us know that you need help.
All right, well, fuck sports. This is a gaming podcast, so we're going to talk about games and shit. But, yeah, so this is 42nd episode. I have a couple things I want to talk about. Twitch has been in our episodes a lot because they really
suck ass. Fuck them.
They really seem to just keep fucking up, over and over again. I'm waiting for them to do something good so that we can, talk about that, but, no, they just keep digging themselves deeper and deeper in the hole, and it's like, dude, y'all are killing it. And then I had a Mass Effect thing I wanted to talk about that I just thought was kind of funny.
A Mass Effect topic I want to cover, and then just some other really small things. We're still waiting on all the financial reports to come out, and then we can do a cast on that.
Yeah. Well, I guess let's start with Twitch as a follow-up episode.
God, fuck Twitch. I hate Twitch.
It was a handful of episodes ago, but if you remember, Vich brought up Code Miko. She was the VTube streamer, which is you use an animated avatar as your face cam, as your character persona, whatever you want to call it. Well, she just got back from her third ban, and she's back on Twitch now, and she actually did a video of her, not her character, she did a video of herself, and she was pretty much just I've been banned 3 times and I don't know why. And then Twitch pulled her from I guess there's an event or whatever called Hive Mind, and she's banned from participating in that. She's been banned from Twitch 3 times, and she's she pretty much just feels personally attacked is what she's getting at. And it kind of seems like it. Granted, don't get me wrong, the most recent ban she had, she did accidentally reveal someone's information in an email, which is a dox, and that is against Twitch's TOS. But you got someone who spreads their fucking ass on stream 3 days, and she got her 30-day appeal down to 14 days, but still, if she gets any other ban or whatever, she's gonna have to essentially file not a complaint, but file a grievance saying why she should still be allowed on the website, because after 3 bans, that's it, you're off the site unless you can get a good appeal.
I hate Twitch.
And it's I think she's cool. No one's really, granted, there are other VTubers, but she's kind of pioneering of she has all the different effects where if people sub or follow or donate bits or do channel points, all this different shit happens. She's kind of pioneering the way of I think what a VTuber should be. And Twitch for some reason is just no. And even, she did a stream, there's another streamer I watched, Pay Money Wubby. They did a drinking stream together, and even Wubby was just because she was we should do more streams together, and Wubby's I'm what's considered a brand accident, but essentially people don't want to brand or sponsor him because he's controversial, and he was you don't want to partner with me because it's this is how I'm viewed by Twitch, and it's now, not saying that he was the factor, but it seems I guess she's a brand factor too. It's she's never done anything super bad that I would, if I was a brand, I'd be I would jump at the opportunity to sponsor her, because I said, I think she's pioneering a whole new wave of streaming. So the fact that Twitch just seems to kind of want to just shit all over her, it's I don't fucking get it, man. But yet they'll still protect their top 1% from anything. So stupid. I don't think I've ever seen a company that plays so much bias.
But you have to also remember, Twitch is one of those companies that's run by people that are some of the most elitist mindset people that can exist. But then they turn around and everything that they bombast about, like the United States or the U.S. government or how we operate as a country, they turn around and employ the exact same things they're trashing about a country into their own business, which is exactly what you said, vehemently defending and protecting the 1% while turning around, smaller viewers they don't give a shit about, but then they turn around.
Yeah, I mean, a smaller viewer who gets even 100 subs, which is like, I mean, that's good. Like, they're not making Twitch money, so it's like, I mean, if someone were to spread their ass as a small streamer, they'd probably get a permaban off the site. But if a top streamer does it, it's
want me to test it?
Dude, real talk, there have been so many times where I've debated making like a fake Twitch account and like even using like a different computer and just like straight up streaming like my ass and seeing how long it takes for me to get banned and what kind of ban. That thought has gone through my head so many times. Like every time I hear about these stories where someone gets off scot-free, I'm like, what if I try it as like a new streamer? What if I just get on and like just take a shit on my fucking desk? Like would Twitch permaban me, or would I get a 3-day appeal?
I kind of want to do this.
Is it? It's like what are those called? Like intrusive thoughts or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, real talk. The day I ever get banned or like get a suspension or a ban on Twitch for something stupid, look for a new account of someone just like taking a dump on the floor, because it will be me. Don't report me. Let's see if Twitch does anything.
I'm in.
I know you're in. You could do it too. Just go out and take a shit in the fucking good outdoors, good city. All right. Well, do you want to tackle a subject, or do you want me to keep ripping on Twitch?
Sure. I've got some smaller fun things.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if you remember in Super Smash Bros. Melee, but at the end of the game, there's like all the names that come by and you have to shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an article from GameSpot by Gabe Gerwin that says somebody finally hit every name in the Super Smash Bros. Melee credits. There are 190 total shots that you have to hit perfectly, and it took 20 years for somebody to do it and prove that they could do it.
Did you might have to send me that video, because that sounds insane.
Right, and so I'm just reading from the article. YouTube user Martin Porky, Zarate, Zarate, posted the feat on their channel, hitting all 109 names in the minigame with pinpoint accuracy. Getting half the names is a challenge in its own right because of how fast they can go, but getting all of them seemed downright impossible, and after 20 years, it finally happened.
Dude. So people, like, that game has been living on for so long that it's like every time you think like, oh, you can't do anything more in the game, someone does.
Right, yeah, somebody finds a way to do something.
I mean, how long did you say that was? 20 years in the making?
20 years since it came out, yep.
Jesus fuck, man.
And I love scrolling through the comments here, and the people are being like, I did this back in 2003.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Bullshit. Prove it.
I mean, yeah, the fact that it took what's probably like a professional player or someone who's like, really got good tech skill at the game, took him 20 years, and it's like, yeah, you got Johnny No Thumbs being like, oh, I did this at house. No, you didn't. You probably had the fucking GameCube controller in your mouth. Like how pissed I am about that.
He is a professional Super Smash Bros. Melee
player. You go. Point proven. Yeah, some fucking random. I did it.
Yeah, I will be sure to send this over to you so you can look at it. So just continuing the fun, small stuff. This one's not fun. This one pisses me off. Marvel is rebooting Blade.
Why does that piss you off, out of curiosity? Did you not like Blade?
Because Wesley Snipes is Blade.
Oh, wait. So he's not going to be in it.
No, he's not.
Oh, never mind then. Okay, I just thought of like, a new Blade with Wesley Snipes. Like, that's badass.
No, it's some Mahershala Ali, the guy who was in, it looks like he was Luke Cage. No, he was in Luke Cage, House of Cards, Moonlight. He was Remy in House of Cards, I remember. He's the black guy.
I looked him up. Yeah, I've seen this guy a lot before. I mean,
he was also in True Detective Season 3. He's a great actor, but I'm sorry, Blade is Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, there are
just let it be done. Blade is done.
There are certain roles that like an actor kind of locks down. Like if they come out and they're like, we're rebooting Iron Man, it's like if it's not Robert Downey Jr., like I don't give a shit. Right?
Yeah, and it just sounds like there's already massive controversy around this movie or series. It's a movie. I'm sorry, it's a movie. There's already massive controversy around this movie. Specifically because it says they're trying to make it super inclusive by only interviewing black writers. And so people are like getting really irritated and saying, I'm reading the comments, people are just really irritated and saying, how is that being diverse if you only interview one specific ethnicity kind of thing? So that it's already starting on like a rough foot. It's like you said, it's a character that, in my opinion, Wesley Snipes is Blade. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm sorry.
It's not saying anything bad about the other actor, because, I mean, we both said he's a great actor, but it's just like, like I said, Wesley Snipes is Blade. Like, he killed that role.
Yeah, I mean, he is Blade. So, and I'm sorry, but Blade is meant to be a little bit cheesy.
Yeah,
it's
supposed
fun,
to be kind of campy.
A little bit over the top. And, like, I feel like in the modern super, 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 like, politically correct environment, Blade is not going to do as well. Because, I mean, Blade was kind of, like tongue-in-cheek a lot.
Oh,
and,
it was, yeah.
I don't know. I loved Blade.
And, like, it was, like, fucking super violent and shit and bloody.
Yeah,
and it's like,
so I just this is one of those series that they should have let lie, or in my opinion, they should have, if they had been able, I know Wesley Snipes is old as shit now, but if they had gotten him in somehow, this was a TV series and they were able to get old, although he's not supposed to age, he's a vampire, a totally different thing. I'm just going to ignore that. If they had been able to get Wesley Snipes to kind of like be kind of like a mentor, kind of like, I forget what his name was to Blade in the movies, then I could be on board as long as he's still involved, and as long as this character tries to create a new Blade. Like, if you at all try to be Wesley Snipes, you will fail.
Yeah,
you will fail.
Yeah, that's a thing with like reboots from iconic characters. Is it's like if you try to make your own character instead of copying it, it's like I'll respect it more because it's like like I see that as like they're understanding like, hey, this one guy had this role locked down, like I'm gonna do my version of said character.
Right, and I think an example of that for me was when I heard that there was going to be a solo Star Wars story. I was really skeptical. I was like, there's no way you can be Harrison Ford. But I thought, I don't even know his name. I thought he did a pretty good job being young Han Solo, to be honest.
I like the Solo Star Wars movie. I know that movie got a lot of flack, and I'm like, it was good. Fuck off.
I thought he did a pretty good job. That's an even more impossible role to reprise.
Same thing with the guy who played what's his friend's name? I know Donald. I think it's Donald Glover played him. Lando. I thought
Lando Calrissian.
I thought that was a good cast too. I'm like, damn, like he is pretty much what I thought a young Lando would be.
Right. Yep. So that was a good version. But anyways, I just want to throw that out there. No, that's not exactly video game related, but Marvel, blah blah blah, close enough.
I mean, Blade's awesome, so.
So I have one more piece, and then I can link into you. So this was just a quick little note. Nintendo has a documentary series reporting set to air on March 1st, and so it's just going to be a series, like a mini series, just all about Nintendo. And I know how much you love Nintendo, so I figured
nice.
You will want to check this out.
I mean, I'll watch it because it's like, I mean, I'm not going to discredit, like Nintendo's made like some of the most iconic games out there. It's just their PR is god awful. And like a lot of it ties back to Melee, and it's like they're very, I mean, maybe from a business standpoint, like, it has to do with like how your IP is used or your branding, but it's like Nintendo like really cracked down on like YouTubers who play Nintendo games. You have to get like special permission from Nintendo to like stream tournaments, and like, Melee is old and it's still going on. And
right.
Nintendo is actively trying to shut down any like Melee tournaments because they want, people to focus on their new game. And it's like, even on Splatoon, there was like an official Splatoon tournament and people were making their tags like free Melee, like hashtag free Melee. And like Nintendo just like canceled the tournament. And it's like, holy fuck, man. Like y'all are really pissy.
Huh. I didn't know about any of this.
It's like, I mean, I get it. It's like you want people to like embrace your modern stuff, but it's like if you made something that was that good back in the day, like embrace it. Like if people are still playing it, like remaster it or keep selling, make it a way for people to play it. Like they will buy it. Remakes. I know we always like kind of harp on like, remakes, remake this, remake that, but it's like that game's doing so well 20 something years later. Like that take that sign and run with it instead of just like anytime someone mentions it, you shut them down. Like even when Melee was around, like the first Evo, like if you watch the Smash Bros documentary, you can learn about it. But it's like, the first Evo, which is like the fighting game tournament, like Melee was like one of the last slots. It was like whichever game raises the most money for charity gets a slot. Melee won it, and then Nintendo pretty much sent out a cease and desist and was like, you can't stream this. And like the entire like fighting game community was like, what the hell's going on? And it was just like a day or two before Evo, they were like, okay, y'all can stream it. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, do you know how many eyes watch Evo? How many people are going to see Melee and be like, damn, this game looks fun. I'm going to go get it. I don't know. Anyway,
dude, I have one more thing that will link into what you want to talk about.
Okay.
Mass Effect.
Okay, I wonder if it's the same thing, because this is kind of a meme that I laughed at.
So, I don't think I think I know where you're going, but I don't think this is the same. But I got to be honest, man. You know, as a Mass Effect junkie back in the day, I've done even research, and I cannot find anywhere where somebody tells me what the fuck this Legendary Edition means. By that, I mean, are you just adding, 4K support and the same shitty graphics? Are you updating lighting? What are you doing? Are you totally remastering the game? They will not answer that question, and it's pissing me off. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Tell me.
So I actually there's an article, I'm looking at it right now. It's from Screen Rant, and it looks like it tells you the article came out 21 hours ago, and the thing is literally how Mass Effect Legendary Edition is different from the original. And it talks about what the upgrades in the Legendary Edition are. So I thought that's kind of funny, because I was like, I thought I saw that article somewhere right when you said, I'm like, wait a second, I think I've seen this. But
why is it so hard to find this information?
It does have 4K.
And the fact that they're not coming out and saying, oh, we remastered this, it's going to look great. To me, it feels like what Halo did with Halo 3. Oh, well, we added cool, resolution and shit, but it still looks like fucking Halo 3.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it says supports 4K HDR, improved textures, models, lighting, faster load times, altered user interfaces.
Mean? Improved textures. What does that mean? Like,
I'm assuming that means everything looks better.
They're staying away from straight up saying we remastered the game. They refuse to say that.
Yeah, like if you're essentially saying, did they do like?
I'm asking, did they take like Halo did with Halo 2? Did you totally upgrade the engine and bring it to modern standard? That's what I want to know. I don't give a fuck if you made a piece of grass look a little better. I don't fucking care. Did you upgrade the models or not? Because you can hear me getting pissed. Mass Effect is old as shit now.
Still
the original one.
It still looks good.
Tell us what you're doing. And what makes me even more concerned is that they're bundling all of these together. So it's like, well, what did you really do to Mass Effect 1? Because if it's going to look like the same game, oh, well, it runs in 4K. It's like, okay, well, I get to see shitty facial models in 4K now. That's great. Glad I bought this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like just browsing through. I mean, let me cite it real quick, too. This is from Screen Rant by Cameron Koch. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, but it's like I'm going through. I didn't realize that Mass Effect Legendary Edition was all 3 Mass Effect games.
Right, it is. It's all 3, and I know
thought it was just one.
Some of the DLC, though. Now, apparently, there was some issue with. Again, this is classic, not current EA, but older EA and BioWare. They're like some of their. I was reading some of their DLC code was like not able to be upgraded. So
yeah, it's looking like what was called
the
Pinnacle. It looks like what was called the Pinnacle Station is not coming.
Nice.
I don't know enough about is that like an important part or a good DLC.
I mean, it had some cool stuff. I mean, all the DLCs, added, especially this was the Mass Effect games, as much as I love them, they were in like the heart of EA microtransactions and EA, DLC that was really mission critical. But they were saying, oh, it's extra. It's like, no, this should be part of the fucking game. So, anytime something like that's not included, it just makes me nervous and annoyed.
Yeah,
it's like, if you're going to charge a full price, give me everything. Figure it out. You're EA. You have money. Fix your code. It's that simple. I'm getting pissed.
Yeah, it said BioWare revealed the DLC's original source code had previously been lost and backups for the code were largely corrupted.
Fucking idiots. Fix it then. Do it again.
Legendary Edition will clearly change a lot, especially Mass Effect 1. Comparison between the original and Legendary Edition show the entire mood and atmosphere of certain environments feel completely different. Rebalancing the gunplay and controls for the Mako.
Yeah, that's like it's like the 6-wheeled. Think of it like a troop transporter.
Okay, it might make
a little
for more
cannon
consistent
like
experience.
An ATV.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it still doesn't even have a lot of. It says its camera angles have been adjusted, and that's So morality checks will be a little bit less restrictive. So this is actually the camera angles is the part I wanted to talk about. But I guess in Mass Effect 1, there was like a scene with like I guess Miranda is like the female version of like that's FemShep, right?
No, Miranda is a character who comes into play in Mass Effect 2 who works for this pro-human. Some groups label them as Cerberus is the name. Some groups label them as a terrorist group, and some groups don't. But she, in the beginning of Mass Effect 2, works directly for Cerberus, but then joins you.
Okay. Well, essentially, it looks like I guess in the original Mass Effect 2, there was like a camera angle where it was just like her ass.
Yes, there was.
Apparently, in the Legendary Edition, they're removing that camera angle, and people are getting kind of pissed. Which I was just like, y'all fucking thirsty, man. But it is funny because it's like, yeah, apparently that because I'd heard the meme ass effect before, and I thought that just had to do with like the fact that you could just bang everyone and stuff. I didn't realize that it stemmed from like that one specific scene.
Right. I mean, and there's just I'm scrolling through comments right now of the article I was looking at, and here this guy sums up my comment perfectly. His name is Wahsobe Wasobi. He's quote unquote. I'm hoping this isn't mostly a lighting and effects update with up-res textures. Sure, there are tweaks here and there, but Mass Effect 1 needs better textures overall. Amen, brother. And completely replace textures and environments in a number of places. Amen, brother. I don't know if there's going to be enough here to get me to buy this collection again, considering blah, 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 and just talks about what he played through. But that's literally summed up what I'm concerned about. Like, I don't know. I've already stated my piece here, but...
Someone in the comments I'm reading is like, if you're looking for good-looking butts on video game characters, look no further than Halo Reach. It's just a bunch of screenshots of all the Spartans' asses.
Nice.
I mean, I just thought that was really funny that, like, that was something that made so many headlines. I kept seeing pop up on Twitter, and I'm like, damn, like, y'all are really, like, screaming over, like, an ass shot removed from the game. But... yeah, so you'll have to maybe watch the trailer because you played Mass Effect more than I would. Maybe watch the trailer for Legendary Edition. Like maybe you'll be able to see like, oh, what was changed. Like might be better to understand it. Because
right.
I mean the trailer looked good, but
go ahead.
The trailer did look good, but it's like because I mean I've played a little bit of Mass Effect 1. I haven't played 2 or 3, so it's like I don't know the graphics on those games, so I can't tell if it's just upscaled Mass Effect 2 and 3 or like remastered like Halo 2 to Halo 2 Anniversary level of graphics. So that'll be on you to decide on that one.
Right.
But yeah,
here's the exact thing I'm worried about. I'm scrolling through right now Mass Effect's official Twitter, and they said, I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite Shepard on the... Wait a minute. And then they have a picture that looks like it's original versus current, and I got to be honest, man, when I first looked at it, I got them backwards.
Really?
Yeah, like this is the kind of shit I hate.
It's
like if you're gonna remaster something as epic as Mass Effect, fucking do it right. Just do it right. Don't be fucking lazy. Like, god damn it, it's pissing me off.
I mean, I'm looking at some of the pictures like
what the fuck? Like, I just messed them up again between looking at. Let me see. I'm not logged into my Twitter, so I can't read the comments. But I bet people are being like, "This looks worse than it did."
I'm looking at a picture. It's like of the Mako or whatever. And
yeah,
it's
the
like,
original looks better.
It's like the lighting in the background in the scene looks better in Legendary, but the actual model of the Mako, it's like it looks the same. It just looks like the lighting in the Legendary Edition makes it look better.
I don't think I'm gonna buy this, to be honest.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm just looking at I'm Commander Shepard. I'm looking at. So here's the Legendary Edition.
You don't know which one's which. The original looks better.
Honestly, the big difference I see is obviously in the hair, because hair was really bad in those times. Like hair is the one thing that's gotten a lot better, but it's like, yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like it's that big of a fucking jump, dude.
Like, and like this is so stupid. This is so stupid.
Even looking at like I guess the male Shepard, like the femme Shepard, you could tell a little difference, but the male one, there's hardly any difference. Like
the male one, the original looks better. The facial hair looks better. The lighting looks better. The other one just looks like, I don't know, looks like somebody just slapped his face. I don't know, man. This pissed me off. I'm not gonna get it. I'm sorry.
Damn,
I'm gonna wait for people to come out. I'm gonna wait for everyone to get upset, and then I'll think about it. But like as of now, like you can hear me actually getting upset. Like this is so stupid.
If you look at the replies,
you could have asked anybody, any gamer to sit in on this and look at this and be like, no, this isn't enough. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like anybody. But no, they're just sitting there like literally just taking turns, circle jerking each other. Yeah, man, we're doing so good. Yeah. We can tell management we pumped out a remaster. And it's like, this isn't even fucking remaster. And you know, it's pissed me off even more is that you know that first off, you can see this is called Mass Effect Legendary Edition. You know that in a handful of years on the next generation consoles, they're going to actually remaster them.
Probably.
That's so stupid. And yet they haven't even bothered to do this with Knights of the Old Republic.
Hey, there's a new Knights of the Old Republic game rumored to be in development. We haven't heard that 50 times in like a handful of years,
I'm fucking pissed now. Like, this is pissing me off. Like, Mass Effect is so near and dear to my heart. It was one of the first games other than KOTOR that was, like, epic to me.
Yeah.
That, like, I was at school. I remember being in class, and, like, I couldn't wait to get home to play Mass Effect.
Yeah, I remember like seeing you on Xbox Live. Like I'd boot up Halo and I'd always see you on like Mass Effect, like or Mass Effect 2 or 3, and I'm like, God damn, it's only fucking plays.
It's like, yeah, and then it's like, this is such a disservice to Mass Effect.
Dude, I'm looking at a screenshot someone posted in a reply of like modded Mass Effect 1, and the modded Mass Effect 1 looks like really fucking good.
That's what I was thinking about doing, actually.
Like someone posted a FemShep like modded, and it looks like leagues better than the Legendary Edition one. Like I'm looking at the screenshot and I'm like, dude, this looks next gen. Like this is a great fucking.
I'm looking it up right now. Let's see.
Like if you go to like the like if you click it like the I'm Commander Shepard and you just scroll down a little bit, you'll see modded ME1 FemShep, and it's like, dude, it looks fucking great. Like I said, I'm not into as much into Mass Effect as you are, but it's like, you know. This does seem like a little bit of a disservice, but at the same time, the argument's going to be, I can already see it coming. You're getting 3 games. Like,
oh,
did you really...
fuck off! They're 3 old games, though.
In the screenshot too, there's the ass shot too. Like, goddamn, that's so gratuitous.
That's so stupid, ass. Though. Well, you know, on a positive note, I know we're getting close to time here. On a positive note, I just want to throw out that Metro Last Light is free on Epic Game Store.
Redux, which is like the enhanced one.
Right.
It's the legendary edition of Mass Effect Last Light.
I did just finish playing through Metro Exodus, and I can't recommend that game enough. So I
have that in my wish list. I'm waiting for it to go on sale because he beat it and was just like literally beat it, and then we started playing Overwatch, and for like an hour he was like, dude, I can't stop thinking about this game.
So yeah, there's a few things I would correct. But, you know, for the most part, it's a great single-player game. On another note, I finally played about an hour of Cyberpunk. And, I actually had a really good time. I didn't run into any issues. You know, I'm really enjoying it, so I'm going to continue playing it. You know, I feel like it's cleaned up enough.
So Cyberpunk is 3 patches in, right?
Right, 3 patches. So it's like close to I think it's between 7 to 10 gigs worth of patches now.
Okay, so 3 patches in, it's doing good. That's good to hear.
So, you know, I really enjoyed it. The gunplay felt really good. You know, one of the things I will comment on, though, is, you know, everybody talks about how this game, you know, has been in development for 7 or 8 years or so.
Yeah.
And, you can tell, you know, every now and then you can tell by, the way a character moves or something. Like, it's not stiff isn't the right word, but it's not quite as fluid as you would expect.
Yeah. The thing I noticed with that game, and I watched this guy do a long review on it, and I'm hoping that, you know, maybe you've played, but it's like, it seems like the enemy AI was stupid as fuck. I'm hoping it's gotten better.
I haven't explored that enough yet. Most of what I've been doing is the beginning story, driving around, doing some basic tasks. I haven't really had to interact with the AI too much yet.
Dude, that game is really cool. Visually, and the world that it's built is so fucking good. I know the game's still buggy, but it's that's one of those games where I feel like I could get lost just hanging around in Night City.
Right.
They did a good fucking job on that.
And because it's getting so much shit, you know, I will point out though that on Steam, the PC version, it's got, 350,000 reviews that are all comes up as greatly positive.
Really?
Yeah. So, it's not, there's a lot of negative and rightly so on the consoles. There's a lot of negative,
Obviously, yeah.
rhetoric out there, but on the PC, and that's what finally I realized. You know what? Like I'm gonna start playing this game. I just finished Metro, looking for another story, story-based game to play to offset my Rome, which I'm about to get back into heavy. As a side note, I started watching on Netflix the show Barbarians.
I've heard of it. I've never watched it.
So it's essentially exactly what I like to do in Rome. Barbarians is finally a show from the perspective of not Rome, because fuck Rome, bunch of fucking rapists and shitheads.
I love how you get so angry.
Well, I mean, it's like history glorifies Rome as like this, the apex of civilization. These guys were just as barbarian as anybody else.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they would show up, rape, and just like slaughter, and it's like, oh, but we are elegant, like stupid barbarians. It's like, dude, you just showed up and just raped all these people. Anyways, the show is from the perspective of different barbarian tribes, from, Gaul, which is, modern France, Germania. And I noticed what got me hype was when I was watching the show, I was seeing some of the faction names from that Rome 2 mod that I have that really extends the game. Mm-hmm. And so it was getting me hype hearing like the different tribes referenced. So now I'm going to start playing a barbarian-based campaign in Rome.
Hell yeah.
It's getting me fucking hyped to kill some fucking Romans.
Barbarians kind of reminds me.
Oh, and one more thing. I'm so happy, though, to report, though, that in that show, the Romans do not speak with a British accent. And they're not straight white people. They're like more olive skin, kind of like Italians should be. And they speak Latin. They don't speak English with a fucking British accent.
I did always love that. Like, I've seen so many people be like, why is like every ancient, like, whether it be like, Vikings or Romans, like, why do they always have a British accent?
It's like, they're from fucking Italy. They spoke Latin. I'm getting fucking pissed.
They're just going to throw fucking pasta at you. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. What if that's what happens? Like, some barbarian, like, kills, like, some Roman, like Caesar, like, praetor or whatever, and, like, his troops. Oh.
Oh. I would actually be into that.
So, real quick, when you're saying barbarian, it reminded me, like, there's this game I've been seeing that's gaining a lot of traction. Early access game, but it's this game called Valheim.
I was going to say, I almost bought that the other day.
If you buy it, I'll buy it, because I want to
give it, since it's early access, I really try to avoid buying early access if I can. Like, even Phasmophobia, I still like the game, but, like, I mean, I've put, like, 35 hours into that fucking game, and you've probably put double that.
Yeah,
it's like it's still fun, but it's like this game isn't even close to done yet.
Yeah, I'm at 72 hours in.
Yeah, and it's just like, goddamn, like I want these games to be done.
Yeah, I'll give Phasmophobia credit. It's being made by one guy, so like that game, it's like I understand, but it's like at the same time, like it's one guy doing it. You can only do so much. But dude, this Valheim game, this Valheim game does look kind of fun.
Yeah, it does. It looks very pretty. It's set. It looks like in kind of like the Viking era.
Yep, it's like a
very open world co-op.
Yeah, it's like an open world survival. People are essentially calling it fucking Viking Minecraft, and I'm like, okay, like an open world survival crafting game. The graphics, I don't know if you looked at the graphics, but the graphics look like a stylized like Xbox, PS2, maybe even like early Xbox 360. Like it's a very stylized graphics.
Right. I heard some negative responses to that, but that was the only negative thing I saw about it, though.
I mean, I can deal with stylized graphics. Like I like some like cel shaded games. It's like the textures aren't good, but
stylized
it's like
graphics done correctly are the best. Look at TF2; it still looks pretty good, and it's like fucking 20 years old.
Yeah, as much as I rip on it, Overwatch is the same thing. It kind of has like that. Just generic,
it's
like
kind of like ageless almost.
Yeah, it has like almost like that Disney Pixar kind of look to it, but it's like it works. Like, I mean, that kind of art style works. Like, I'm looking at this other game. It's called Mighty Forest. It just popped up on my Steam, and it's very blocky, but it's like that's how this game is meant to be. So I'm like, this looks kind of cool.
You know what? Also, just a side note for people if you're interested. I've never been a big XCOM guy, but XCOM 2 is currently $4.80. Normally $60.
I mean, I feel like if you liked Into the Breach, you'd like XCOM.
I think I need to give it another shot because, well, Into the Breach, I also just loved, like, the way Into the Breach was done. Like, I know it has the same concepts, but, like, Into the Breach, like, there were times I had to sit back and be like, my brain hurts right now.
Yeah.
Like in a good way. Like this is actually making me like think steps and steps ahead, compounding effects of if I do this, something, 8 squares up, 4 down across the map are going to be impacted. What the fuck am I doing? Am I doing this right? And so that's what I loved about that game.
Yeah.
Like I actually felt like I was using my head.
Yeah, I know XCOM's like that too, and XCOM has a big focus on like permadeath, where it's like you could build like your units up to be really strong, but if like they die, that's it. Tough shit.
Right. I'm probably gonna purchase it right now, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, for $4. I mean, it seems to be your style game. I feel like you can get $4 worth out of it.
You know what I've been waiting for to go on sale here is fucking Madden 21, because I want to start streaming football games again. Because not that I'm so smart, but like I was really good at. Again, I know I've said this before. I had the highest win streak on Xbox Live for a few weeks. Like,
hell yeah,
on one of the Maddens way back in the day. And it's like, I want to get one of the Maddens and stream it, but it's like, I'm not paying $30 for a Madden 21 right now. And they think that's a good sale. I'm not fucking doing that. I'll buy it for like $10. The season's fucking over. Super Bowl's today. Lower the fucking price. God damn.
Yeah, you would think they'd have like a Super Bowl.
This is my pissed cast.
Dude, fuck yeah. Speaking of pissed cast, we got to get a drunk cast in again soon.
We do. I will be visiting very soon, and we can do that.
Hell yeah. I am 100% down for that. Well, on that note, then, I don't have anything else I really wanted to talk about.
No, that's really it for me.
Long story short,
booted up American Truck Simulator, and I bought the New Mexico map pack, and I've been really enjoying it. It's really pretty.
Hell yeah. Long story short, Twitch sucks. Mass Effect Remastered sucks.
They're doing such a disservice to that. I'm sorry. Like I know I may have gone off on a tangent there, but like that really makes me mad as somebody who loves the game.
Yeah, you got pissed.
Well, it's just like, give it the fucking treatment it deserves. It's one of the staple franchises. It just is. Like, give it the respect it deserves.
Dude, you're asking a lot from EA.
God damn it, dude. I'm out. I'm done. I'm out of gas.
Oh. All right, well, this has been episode 42. Drunkcast, coming on soon.
Probably sometime soon.
No, I'm still streaming over at my channel. I know Vich is, like you said, he's on his Rome grind again, and
I'm about to hit it big time because I've been looking for a reason to play Rome again and getting my barbarian hype. I can't wait. And again, I know you saw me streaming the other day. I've been streaming a Lord of the Rings mod for Medieval 2 Total War, but it's just nobody looks at Medieval 2 Total War.
Yeah. I will say it too. Also, if you do get a sports game or whatever, maybe not football because I don't know a lot about football, but it's like if you ever maybe get like a basketball game or something.
I did send Stu a TikTok this morning where somebody he made like his character like literally looks like he's like 4'5", but Patrick Star, but he's got like mad hops and is like dunking over Joel Embiid and shit and like doing these like step back threes. So, that kind of shit is fun.
I saw that, and I was like, dude, if I was, like, into a sports game and I saw someone doing that to me, I'd be so mad. So I was like, oh, I could be this guy. But, yeah, just seeing this 4-foot dude literally jump, like, 3 feet off the ground for a dunk, and it's like, dude, what the fuck is happening?
So.
But, yeah, I might play a sports game. He might be able to convince me into it if it's on sale. But this has been episode 42.
Are you smiling?
I'm K-Sue. Are you smiling?
Are you though? And it's your boy Big Old Sandy Fish now. Oh, see ya, man.